Man, that little baby come out there now with the Beetlejuice head.
How did we get here?
No, stop.
How did we get here?
First and foremost, I'm taking showers.
You taking showers at work?
In my car, everywhere.
I'm
taking showers. You know what I miss? I miss my hair. This life chose me.
I don't even use people.
He don't go nowhere without his phone being glued to his hand. Look at him.
What time you gonna do that? What time you gonna do it? What time you
Men have options. I think we know that.
Did I have a backup?
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Wow. And half the time you married to a hoe, you the only one who don't know.
But that's why Christ fasted.
You're listening to How Did We Get Here?
What's up, everybody? This is Jay Bonds.
This is JC.
Kiki the Don.
This is Jay Doja, and this is
How did we get here?
Hello.
Alright.
Hey, we gotta go.
Alright, Kiki, you lead us off.
All right, we are going a little stir crazy because we've been in the house. This is what, day 2? Day 3?
Like
Of the quarantine.
of the quarantine.
Either way, we back. We back, y'all.
We back. It's been a while.
Hey, but hold on. Let me tell y'all something. My dumb ass has been in the gym every day since the quarantine joint. Because it's empty. And I'm like,
nobody
ain't nobody in there. This is the safest place for me.
This is
I
the
didn't
time
say
that
that to
you really
myself.
gotta wipe off your
Machines.
bro.
I
You
wipe
really have
everything
to.
off, bro. Yeah.
Before you use it, and if you one of those
At least
guys
before.
who's like, fuck it, I'll just let it go.
You're a douchebag. I fuck the germs off to protect myself. I'm not helping nobody
I
else.
protect myself.
No, that's a
I
necessity.
think the first thing we want to talk about tonight is the racism that the Asian people have been reportedly getting from the coronavirus. A lot of them are complaining that, we're not patronizing their businesses. We're blaming them for the spread of the coronavirus. And what do you guys think about that?
So hold on, wait. Before we get into this, is Asian the right term to be using for them? Are we supposed to be?
It's not Oriental, I'll tell you that.
Asian is the right term.
Oriental is
such
a
a
bad
blanket
thing.
term.
Yeah.
Asian
Okay.
is such a blanket.
But,
Yeah,
do we say
but
Don't go
Mediterranean?
granular because that's where you make mistakes.
What? What we
You be
do?
like Korean. Like,
No,
I'm
not
Chinese, man.
Korean.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
you can't go.
Okay.
Say Asian. It
Because
covers the
it
whole
started in
continent.
China. But I guess a lot of
I just want to make sure.
ignorant people, because of like nail salons are being emptied out,
Ain't nobody
beauty supplies
going there.
stores, then ain't nobody going there.
Yeah, no.
Chinese restaurants, it was just one white lady. She said when she took her mask off, everything was good, but when she had her mask on, I guess she got Chinese eyes. They were kind of
people
like,
start-
get away. And she had the mask on at the airport, and everybody was like, "Hey man, get the fuck away from me."
You know what? I ain't lying. One of my coworkers.
Yeah.
One of my coworkers, well, I know who she is, but she doesn't work in my building, but we were forced to work together. She's of Asian descent. I ain't gonna lie. This last weekend, she was hacking up a lung. I mean, just like snotting all over the place. And I just don't think it's wrong
Did you
for
say
you to
something
protect your. No, I didn't, but I made a mental note to keep myself and the people who were with me away from her, because you don't know. I don't know when's the last time you went to your homeland and visited. I don't know. I'm just trying to protect myself, and that's
might
not
be from Vietnam or Korea or some shit. Or South Korea.
Asia, the span of the continent.
Good job, man.
That's messed up.
Going in a little bit.
I
And
am
the whole
not.
time that is y'all like your people's too on the low.
I don't think I'm going there. I think you just have to.
I thought it was. I won't lie.
You just have to protect
It
your.
was.
You definitely
I was
thought one of your
oh, snap,
parents was-
Her mother's Asian.
Yeah, it
No.
was
And
just
her
hey,
father is African.
hey,
That would make her.
And look, we was
That
over
is
the move in college, right? And John found this picture of this black dude and this Chinese woman. And he was like, "Oh, these are your parents." And she's standing right in between both of them.
Got their hand on her shoulder, or vice versa.
Turned out that they were her teachers,
It
but
makes so much sense now.
he was like, yeah, that's why you look like you look.
I legit was like, "Oh, these are her parents."
You know what? Though I don't see it, but somebody else said that to
That
me.
you look.
After I made a comment about Asian people, I don't even remember the comment, but I remember the person saying, "Oh, I'm surprised you feel that way."
Oh wow!
Since you're of your Asian descent.
Let me tell you what's funny about my joint. Mine, I never thought about it until I saw the picture, and I was like, "Oh snap!"
Now it makes sense.
She does look like she could be a combination of them two. That's why I was like, "Oh, they're my parents, young. How dumb do I look?" Because I never thought about it.
I still don't think it.
When I saw that picture, I was like, "These are legit her parents."
Tell about the time when you went to China, and they thought you was Cambodian.
Well, that's it. You just told them.
Oh, my bad. They on the elevator. She on the elevator with a bunch of Asian people. Oh my God.
No, there was not a bunch of Asian people. It was me on the elevator with one Asian man, one Chinese man. And he said, are you from Cambodia? He said whatever he said in Chinese, but then he said Cambodia. And I knew he was asking me if I was Cambodian. And I said, no, USA.
Did he get shocked? He's like,
stop the bus. No, I was in the elevator. But, China in general, they don't see black people.
Right.
So when we went over there, they were trying to take selfies, and I would be in the background. Or they would come up to you and touch your hair.
Can't do that now, bro.
Yeah, because they never see.
Touch your head now, boy.
So Beijing is the Beijing is the capital. So it's like Washington, D.C. Yeah, I will say this: the people I went with, at first, it was like, oh, okay, because it's almost like you're a little celebrity at first, but it gets very annoying as you go throughout. By the end of the week, you're tired of that. You're like, ugh, no pictures, no. But yeah, so he did think one Asian man thought I was Cambodian.
I personally think that we should be weary of everybody at this point because we don't know.
But do you feel, I think the question I was trying to ask, do you feel bad for them being discriminated against?
Welcome to the club.
I just feel like it's their turn. It's insensitive.
Because, it was 9/11.
It was Muslim people. It's always black people. It's always black people's turn.
But they was really feeling a certain type of way, They was over this. I can't believe it. I can't believe
they was shocked.
this.
Yeah,
they was legit shocked. Like, what is this all about?
Yeah.
Why would you feel like that?
And the thing is, that's a little bit unfair. And I have Korean friends. You can't. I can't speak for everybody. So, but it's hard to tell them apart.
Facts for me.
For me,
what you mean tell them apart?
Their nationality. You can't tell.
Are you from Japan?
So it's really not fair
it's the same for us. They don't know if we black, Cuban, African a lot of times or whatever. Until
they open their mouth. Until we open our mouths. But even with them, their languages sound.
If we know one of them.
Yeah.
If you know something like if you know Mandarin. You might be able to catch that. Oh, this is not Mandarin that they're speaking. This is something else.
I do feel like Japanese people look slightly different.
I agree.
But
all people look different.
But in general, if you're talking amongst black people, they're going to say, oh, them Chinese people, blah, blah, blah. Everybody gets grouped.
I say Asian.
As Chinese.
I learned that Asian.
Well, now we're a little more
insensitive.
We're intelligent.
Now we're a little more educated.
Oriental was a thing that people used to say too. Yeah, that's a bad. That's like
Koreans associated with nail salons and stuff.
Yeah. But it's really a lot of Vietnamese people that own.
I'm just saying, back then that's what we thought.
Yeah.
What you gonna say?
Can't say midget neither. I'm upset about that because I was the one. You
can't say midget.
No, you can't say midget.
They like little people.
Oh, they want that better.
Dwarfs.
That's better.
Yeah, they don't want you to say.
Which midget. To me is worse because
I prefer called midget than dwarf.
a little person, dog. I mean,
don't call me a little person.
Don't call me a little person either. Yeah.
That means you're a person.
You're a little
less
person
of a person.
Damn.
Come on, dog. Man, come on.
Yeah.
Well, I call my small students little people.
Well, those are kids.
Yeah, it's different. They feel like
They're
little
gonna
people.
grow.
I'm like, watch out for the
They're gonna grow.
little
Again.
people.
Watch out for the littles.
Yeah.
I call my son a midget.
That's like little man or something like that.
I call mine mini me.
So what precautions are you guys taking to stay safe from the coronavirus? Because y'all know Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
He's a Utah Jazz player.
We know who he is.
Oh, okay.
Introducing him.
I don't.
Jazz need to hire her. Rudy Gobert.
I
don't want to
didn't.
move to Utah, so Jazz don't hire her.
Oh, you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to move to Utah.
What? The land of the Israelites?
Hey, let me tell you something about Utah.
It is the holy land.
The holy.
Apparently,
Nah, you don't want to.
No.
I still don't want to move there though.
What are you guys doing? Because he was reckless and got his teammates.
and everything. You saw
You see the
That was
videos
so
of everything
reckless.
this man was doing. It was.
Yeah,
You
man.
can't help
Hey,
but
did you
laugh.
see the meme? Oh, damn, I'm hitting the mic. Did you see the meme where the dude was playing PlayStation or whatever game, NBA 2K or Live, and he was like, "Man, I ain't even taking no chances in the game. He just let the Bama score." That Bama went all the way out of bounds, dog.
It was like, I ain't taking a chance on this game with Rudy Gobert.
Hey, yo. I thought that was once. I knew once.
Well, we got a guest coming in, y'all.
Once a
got a live
NBA
studio
player
audience
got
out
it,
here
I
in
knew
the
it was a
streets.
wrap.
Right.
Bama shut down. Essentially, he was the domino that set everything into effect.
But no, it's still the fans
For the
too.
NBA.
It's still the fans that having 20, 30,000 people. I don't know how big arenas are, but having 20, 30,000 people in the stands, that's very risky.
You just sounded like Charles Barkley for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, that little...
What's one of the things he said?
Hey, Kenny.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. Listen, the boy can't play. He don't say boy. He don't say boy.
Kenny. Let me tell you something, Chuck.
How did we get here?
Yeah.
How did we get here?
I just thought that joke was. I thought it was amazing. The whole coronavirus thing. I really was taking it as a joke until when an NBA player got it.
They cut the whole season
Nigga,
down.
I had to sit down. I was at home. I had to sit down.
Yeah.
Well, that was the moment I think we realized a lot of black people weren't immune.
Well, I didn't think that. That was stupid.
I did. I thought that.
My thing is this, though. You know the world is a stage, right? So, I mean, who's to say these guys really had a shit?
Oh, somebody.
Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, all this
well,
guy. Even Tom Hanks.
Once Tom Hanks got it,
But even Tom Hanks, like who's really going over there and being like, hey, because there's a lot of stuff that this coronavirus has impacted. You know, the economy is fucked up. Now they about to usher in martial law for a couple of weeks. Soon we gonna probably hear that announcement. There can't nobody be in the streets until or unless you have to be out there.
Right.
For
Did y'all hear about that author that predicted this in her book?
Yeah, 1981.
And then not him. It's a female author. She predicted it in her book, but she was like, the interesting thing about this joint is it's gonna go away before we even know it. Now I don't know which one is gonna happen, the one from 1991 or the one from that lady.
Well, I don't know what happened in the 1981 jump, but what's up, Ron?
Live studio audience.
They call that
Congratulations.
They call that jump Wuhan 400 in the book. Round zero was Wuhan.
Say hi.
So Antoinette is expecting. We got my house, my home in the building. And she's expecting. So we're talking about ways to stay safe from the coronavirus. So what are y'all doing? Y'all washing your hands?
Just sipping my water.
He's
What you
been
mean crazy? What's your definition?
Like taking it to a whole. I
Better
can't order.
safe than
I
sorry.
can't order
Washing everything.
from anywhere. I can't do anything.
Oh, because you're carrying
I
in
had to
seed.
fry our own fish
Man.
today.
Yeah, you got a child, yo.
Yeah, I would be doing the same
I would be
thing.
the same way
Where you
too.
going?
Yes, I will say men are extra protective when that happens.
Wow.
So Ronnie, you overprotective with this? I would be scared to death to be pregnant right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
It's a lot of anxiety just being pregnant in general.
I think,
And then add a damn world pandemic.
And I
That's more
think,
anxiety on
and I
that.
think, and I think Drake said it best. What a time to be alive.
I'm like, oh.
One person in the
With Drake and
delivery
Future,
room.
More than one.
Man, what a time. Be alive.
What a time, yo.
So, well, I mean, in general, it's only
Really?
2 people, right?
Y'all gonna die.
What, at the hospital?
Well, I had a C-section, so I can only have one person in there.
Oh, yeah, they
It's
told
two.
us on
It
Friday.
was like a racket.
It's 2 normally.
It's 2.
Yeah.
How many doctors in the
It's
room?
4 at the hospital that I'm planning to deliver, but now they cut it down to 1 because of COVID-19.
Oh,
Wow.
But I mean,
When
you
you
do
do?
when you do though.
I'm doing August, and they
Oh,
still
shit.
acting like it's gonna
It
be
ain't
going
gonna
on.
It might change by
It
then.
ain't gonna go. It's
They
gonna
told
go
us
down
no
by then.
baby moon in May.
I wouldn't want to go on a baby moon.
I do.
What is a baby moon?
Like a honeymoon for
You
the
owe
babies.
your wife
Is this
3
new?
of them.
It's not brand new. It's not brand new.
It's not brand new. No, you
I've
owe your
never
wife
heard
3.
that.
I'm owed 1.
What is this
It's
about?
like the last getaway
I'm
before
over
you
here like
guys
Timberland.
become
Say
parents.
what?
So it's like a little trip that you
Hey,
take.
hold on. Commercial break.
Kind of late in the
Can I ask
pregnancy
a
or
question?
whatever.
What's the point of a baby
Why
shower?
y'all not supposed to get on a plane?
I mean, not a baby shower.
No.
No.
It's not like after you can't travel anymore.
Before you.
It's like
Yeah.
before the
So this was
so
going to be in my second trimester, not my third.
Where was you finna to go?
6th or 7th month.
Where was
Yeah.
y'all finna go?
Mexico.
Mexico. Oh man. Now you can't go down there because they got the what's this shit called,
That's
man?
where
Mosquito.
Corona,
The mosquito
that's where Corona
jump.
originated.
Zika.
The Zika.
Zika.
They got the Zika
Listen.
virus.
Man, that little baby come out there
Please,
jump with the
okay.
Beetlejuice
Everywhere
head, man.
got some.
You don't want that to happen. You need to stay your
You
ass
know
in
what?
America.
That-
America got stuff too.
Well, Mexico
That's
real
a
America,
pandemic.
boy, yeah.
Oh, that's
Take
an
your ass to
epidemic we haven't
Yosemite
heard of
National
lately.
Park.
Man was gonna be out there just like, hey,
Zika was huge.
That's what I was saying tonight. I was like,
Zika
what
was
happened to
huge.
Zika? Same
Did-
thing with the Ebola thing that had
Just
broken
not covering
No,
it.
but
It's
Ebola
out
was
there.
actually really huge, though.
It
Ebola
went away.
was huge.
It went away though.
It did.
No,
Didn't
but
more
it's
people-
okay.
didn't
The
more
media
people
just not
die?
focusing on it. That's all.
Ain't nobody else focusing on it because he be getting on planes. Now all of a sudden, like, oh nope, we can't leave the house.
There's a cure
It's
for
not
it.
an epidemic. Yeah, they got it under control now. They're gonna get this under control too.
But when?
Hopefully.
That's the question.
After at some point.
See, man, nah, you can't have no. Nah, don't go down no damn Mexico, man. You don't
Small
want
head
Yeah,
baby.
y'all need to go to
Yeah, man, that shit ain't where
to
it's at.
U.S.
Pictures.
national
to. Look at
places.
this shit,
Y'all
man.
need to go to Yosemite National. Or
You don't want no shit like
Oh
this,
yeah, you
man.
don't want that to happen.
what?
Damn.
The Zika jump, man.
Let me see. Oh, the
Stop.
picture changed.
Okay.
Stay y'all asses in.
Hey, this
Yeah,
nigga.
Have
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
seen any Zika babies? I haven't seen them in the classroom yet, but
Man, we used to go to school with one.
Yeah, man.
You don't remember Shawty
How did we
in
get here?
middle school?
I don't know.
How did we get here?
no,
Stop.
How did we get here, dog?
that is all that we get.
We went to school with a Zika baby.
Go ahead, dog.
He was on the wing.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
you right.
wait.
Damn.
Y'all
I
talking
ain't
about high
laughing.
school? Y'all talking about high school?
Nah,
Y'all
this
better
middle
stop
school
shouting
one.
people out.
Who?
Y'all better stop shouting people out.
No.
Nah,
It
I
ain't
don't
me,
know the
y'all.
person's name.
It's not
I'm not
me.
trying to make fun of anybody. I'm not trying, but she looked like a Zika baby, yeah? Think about it. Her, she had the
No,
Beetlejuice
Zika
head.
Oh my god.
Oh, I just remember what she
You
looked
remember her?
like.
She
I
was
just
cool,
remember.
yeah?
She was nice.
She was
I
nice.
never
Oh my
talked to
gosh.
her. I never talked
But
to
she
her.
had the,
These-
nah, she legit was cool. Like, you know.
That's fucked up that they
Over
did that
there.
shit to them kids, man. They did that shit on purpose, man.
Yo, if you never
think
would have brought that up,
every-
I would have never remembered her.
I'm the
ever.
nigga
She had a
that
real
think every
small head.
disease
He was
is
like,
made
yeah,
of laugh.
her head is smaller
I
than.
think so.
That's me,
This
dog.
shit wasn't
Any
here long
shit.
time.
You think
Yeah.
coronavirus was made in the lab?
Yeah.
Well, we know it's not new because it's on the Lysol bottle.
Yeah, but it was only for
Like-
animals, though.
No,
Animals
Lysol
only get it.
kills human corona.
The animals.
It was only for animals, though. Only animals
He
can
had to
get
get
it.
all up in the mic for that. You heard
It's
that?
only for animals.
only
This
for
this is a
animals,
new
though.
this is a new strain that's foreign to humans. It's like, oh.
So what are y'all doing?
Oh,
y'all
we can-
y'all men, what are y'all doing to
I'm going
protect
to the
yourself?
gym.
First and foremost, I'm taking showers.
You work in a
What was you doing
every
before?
at work,
She said,
you
At
taking
home,
showers at work?
in my car, everywhere.
You
I'm
taking showers?
taking showers.
I will say yes. Yes. I've washed my hands so much. My hands are like my skin is cracking on the tops, on the backs of
I'm
my
gonna
hands.
tell you what I'm doing.
It's like OD
and
then.
this is gonna sound weird.
Sometimes
Like,
I don't
most
know
of y'all
what's
probably
good.
don't have this issue. But
You said what?
I'm actually just keeping more lotion around.
Yes.
Because I always wash my
all the time. Yeah.
I mean, I always did too, but
I
this
be
is the
asking
stuff.
you.
What about people who don't wash their hands? Like before this thing came out, I would see some cats in the bathroom leave out the stool and it's stinking in it. He was like, "Oh damn, that must have been him." And he just walked straight out the bathroom. I'm like, "Man, what the fuck?"
I still the same Bama's doing it now.
What?
Yeah, like come on, bruh.
Ronnie, what are you doing? What'd you say about your hands?
Nah, if you wash your hands too much though, you'll take off the natural little
Oils, yeah. And that's what's happening because my hands
Yeah.
starting
Yourself
to
more
itch.
susceptible to getting it.
There's a damn more. There's a lotion epidemic going on
Hey,
now
you
too.
know what
I
the best
actually
thing to do
epidemic.
is?
It is.
Wear
Like
gloves.
niggas is
Hey, let me
ashy.
tell you, I saw a smart dumb nigga in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
A smart dumb dude in the bathroom at my job. We go in the joint. He was already in there. Finish up. He washing hands. I come over while he's washing his hands. And I start washing mine. So he started to leave before me. Right? He washed them good. You know what I mean? He was over that joint singing Happy Birthday.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they put on the
Then
joint.
he
Yeah.
got finished. Got the paper towels out the joint. You know what I mean? Dried off. Threw the
Threw it in
paper
the trash.
towel away and tucked
grabbed
it
the
in
door.
I was like, bruh.
I don't even touch
was
the.
good.
I don't even touch. If it's not,
I was getting ready to say.
automatic faucet.
How y'all cut the
I don't
water
even
off?
touch that.
I was
Oh,
getting
yeah,
ready
you
to
got
say.
automatic joint.
Yeah.
How y'all cut the water? Well, we don't. Cause
Some of my bathrooms don't have
I
that.
never used them joints.
our building is back from the 50s
And I
now.
went in the grocery store.
Yes. I went to
Today,
two
it
different
was a
grocery stores
sad-
today.
It was
This
like,
shit like
I
Armageddon.
tried to
Everybody
go.
taking paper towels.
What's
though?
up with the toilet paper?
No,
What is that about?
Like, why do niggas got to like stock up on? I don't know about y'all, but I got
I had my
a
toilet.
whole bunch of toilet paper in my house. So let me tell you one thing about
Anybody need
me:
anything?
my motherfucker ass
Yeah.
will not catch coronavirus.
no, that
it's
it's ridiculous.
Any meat.
I went to BJ's. The line was
sure
not
I'm
just to
leaving,
the back, not just to the deli in the back. It wrapped around.
Chitlins.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Now on that joint ain't nothing but chitlins, dog.
Like nothing.
Nothing, no meat, nothing. I know. It's
We tried to get vegetable oil just to fry today. All the oil
The
gone. We
vegan
found
aisle
one
lit
thing.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
We went to Safeway.
Yeah,
Vegan
fucking yeah.
vegetarian aisle got everything.
but that's the shit that
We had to get
first though.
gluten-free bread today because that was the only loaf in the whole store.
What kind?
wow.
Niggas like bad shit, yeah, bad shit, yeah, bad shit.
At least
It
you
might
got
be.
bread. I can buy some
It might be
bread.
smarter at this point to make your own bread because you can get a bread maker off of Amazon.
You know what? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's make our own
That's
bread.
common knowledge.
We need to
That's
put this
amazing.
Let's
Well,
make our
now-
own bread.
It might be smarter
It might
to
be
just buy
something that we
the,
should
buy
do.
the flour and make your own.
Since this is about to be warm, we should start doing some shit.
I
as a
haven't made my
community.
own bread, but I've had bread that was homemade,
Recipe.
and it was good. Yeah, it was good. All right, we're gonna move on because there's enough doom and gloom with this. We don't
But
know.
nah, but why do niggas keep buying toilet paper though? Like,
Does anybody know what that's about? Or paper towels.
Well, you're gonna be in the house. If it comes down to you
That's a
not being able to
generation-
leave
that's a
your house,
generational thing.
Yeah.
Like milk.
But you was
Buy
gonna be in the
milk
house
and
regardless. Why
bread
milk?
and-
Milk spoils.
That's what our parents used to.
'Cause you can
I
make
guess
a-
you don't
to
want
always
to get
tell us to
caught
make sure
without
without
none
it.
of it.
no, you can
so-
make a whole bunch of
I
stuff
could
with
just
milk.
get in the goddamn.
You can
what
drink
can you make with
it.
toilet
And you
paper?
can make
What can you do with
just
toilet
use
paper, though?
it. But if you're gonna be quarantined,
But why
in your
you need
house
so
for an
much?
extended period of time,
It-
they just
yes.
being
I
precautionary.
mean, I seen niggas
And
buying
I
the
get-
terrible.
I've seen some
What's this shit called?
crazy
Scotch?
people
What's the
Let me tell you
bad?
something. If
What's the
I
bad toilet paper?
hold on, it's not that. Big
I
of a
would
deal.
rather have
Scotch.
it than not. Let's say that.
If I
Long
did
as
not
it's
have
good.
toilet
2,
paper,
3
the one
ply,
place
good.
I would want to be is in the house.
Facts.
I'm good.
But you gonna have an itchy
You
ass
can
though.
survive without
Wash your
toilet
hands.
paper.
You
Now.
gotta
You
jump in
just
that
gotta
shower
get
every
in the
time.
You gotta get in the
shower.
shower. You gotta use your
Get in
washcloth.
the shower.
You just
dog.
got no. I'm not using my washcloth.
You need laundry detergent.
Yeah, you
You
do. You
need
do.
more body wash.
Hey, I hope y'all got the different selections on your shower joint. So you need that bucket to drink.
The jet joint.
Because the shower shooting dingleberries off. You need multiple. That's like a machine gun.
I guess that's what motherfuckers is trying to avoid,
That's what
man.
we need to go buy a new shower head.
what I'm
Cause
Oh, you got that. You got
I've
that.
done that.
You got that. Yeah. We got that. We Gucci over here. Nigga.
Gucci over here.
Oh my god.
Clean gooch. Who's gooch? I don't worry. My little inside thing.
It's just a scary time to be alive. Man.
Yeah, I mean, you quantify everything that's happened throughout the year too. It's only March. You know what I'm saying? There's lies going on, so it's.
Yeah.
Well, another thing that I seen was there was this guy who stocked up on hand sanitizer and I guess Lysol or whatever.
That's understandable.
And he was trying to sell that shit. He got like 17,000 of them Jones. He was trying to sell it on Amazon and eBay.
Doing that all the time.
So shit was going from at least $20 to $60 a pop. Amazon and eBay banned
Blocked them. Yeah.
It's
price
It's like,
got
damn, we ain't getting none.
Yeah.
That's
They got a
price
flat rate
gouging.
for
That
selling,
ain't
I mean,
right.
but you know, it's the supply and demand. You know, now
Yeah,
he's sitting in
smart.
he got a garage for the shit that he can't sell.
So under that name, you just need to create.
Well, you know, they probably check his IP
Because
address and all
people do
that
that
too.
all the time. I forgot what they
He
call
gonna have to
it.
sell them joints by hand. He gotta do the old school way.
Yeah.
You better Facebook Marketplace it.
Put some posts out there.
I know.
Got hand
Yo,
sanitizer.
cash
We
out
need
me.
it.
For real.
Cash out me, man. I sent it right to you.
I know.
Fuck your system.
We
We were extreme couponers.
need to go back.
I still have.
Kiara showed me a meme where
Yeah,
it
we
was
used to
like
do
the
a
winners
trade
were the
for
people.
it.
What did the meme say?
The meme said something like the only people, the people who laughing now are the extreme coupons. But that was us.
thing.
I saw a meme
We was
today
rolling.
that said,
I
now
didn't know that was
everybody
a
want to
thing.
learn to coupon. The class is going to be $200. Deposit of $198 due immediately.
Let me tell you,
What
me
is
and
that
her Sunday morning, 8
I have
a.m.
pictures.
Eight-
from our
Doing what?
at the stores. 8 a.m. Sunday mornings,
Okay,
we would be.
like
But
8
get
packs
this,
of-
we wouldn't be the only couponers there. It's a whole community of coupons.
Well, are y'all selling it? What's the big
No,
deal?
this is why you need it.
Yeah. Stop all that shit.
So you just buying stuff all
I
the
ain't lying.
time?
Let me tell you
But you
something.
get it
I
for
am
basically
legend
free,
shit.
if not free.
I haven't bought
I had like
laundry
$150
detergent in over a
bill,
year.
and it was like,
Oh.
I still have laundry.
yeah, me too.
I still
Don't
have
you have to
laundry
pay
detergent.
something?
Yeah, you
So
do.
you pay tax
Sometimes not.
sometimes, but sometimes no. My bill was like $140.
There are coupons that let you
one time.
buy whole things of
Yeah.
detergent
Yeah.
for free.
For free.
There-
But you have to.
What's the
you
incentive
have-
for them?
No, you have to couple it with the
With the
store
store
coupon.
sale.
So it's the manufacturer.
Yeah, it's a hustle.
There
It's
are
like a way for you
coupons
to do
that
it.
there are
Oh, so you
coupons
can
that
buy
will
one,
give
get one
you.
or something like that.
Well, it'll be a coupon that said, like, say it's on sale for $4, and then you get a coupon for $2 off. But then it's also on sale on top of that for $2 off. Now
Because
you
the
got a
coupons
$2
have
coupon and a
restrictions.
$2 sale. That makes it free.
And then you print the
So you
coupons
just
out.
pay-
You can use
Yeah.
this.
Pay
You
tax.
can use the shit.
So
Like you can use a whole bunch of junk.
They haven't thought to just expire something before.
Nah, they want you to do it.
There are
Because
some
here's the thing.
They want you
Here's
there.
the thing. They want you there because you're gonna probably buy other shit, and the company, like the
The
toilet paper
manufacturer
company,
still
they-
pays the store.
yeah.
That's why
They
the
still
store
get their
doesn't.
money.
Yeah, and the manufacturer get their money too because the store buy it from them as well.
Ah.
They're buying in cases. They don't buy
Yeah.
individual.
There are some
Let me see if
coupons.
I can
I've
find
gone to
one of our
Walmart
pictures.
and gotten into not an argument because I was confident, but the cashier tried to tell me that I couldn't do this deal, and I just kept
They
saying,
get mad.
I said, please get your
It was a lot,
manager.
though.
Any cashier that's working at Walmart, you should not be
Neither-
fussing about nothing.
The
Just
cashier
bring it up
tried
for
to tell-
whatever. If it comes up as -10,
Tried to tell
You owe
me
me
that
this.
I couldn't do. I just kept saying. He tried to argue. I kept saying, manager, please.
Walmart.
Manager, please. The manager came
And I used
over.
to work there.
Didn't say anything. The manager didn't say anything. Just rang it up and gave me money out
this
of
is one of our
the.
deals right here.
I didn't pay anything. The manager owed me
Gave
money.
That was like a
money.
laundry deal. we
after
did.
my
And
after
we would
my
come home with this stuff
coupon.
every Sunday.
Shawty we went to school with does this, but she sells hers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm talking about
people-
Tiana.
Yeah.
Yay!
she
People
said,
can sell it, but
I always see her throw little packages up
I'm
there like
still
that. Like, I got
using-
this, that, and the third.
I'm still
This-
using laundry detergent. I haven't bought since
Or
before
bleach.
Jackson was born. Yeah, bleach. I still have that.
Remember this one?
Yeah.
If you do
The
enough
Viva.
of it, you can make a little
Yeah.
something.
You can.
You
A
can.
little hustle.
People live off of it.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
a
it's a show. It's a show that talk about
Yeah.
like these people
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
That
Reality show.
was
That's
called
how I
Extreme
knew about
Couponing
it.
on
Yeah.
TLC. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah, there is a. That's the whole hustle.
sipping on
But
it.
for real,
I miss it, but I don't have the
able to
space. You
wait,
gotta have the space to
is
do
it?
all that
yeah.
stuff.
In times like these, though, I just wish that I had it to have. Now I know what I need to have, and I'm going back out.
And you know when I miss it the most? When I run out of something I have to pay full price.
Full
for.
price.
Deodorant, toothpaste.
You know what I miss?
So used to
I miss my hair.
Deodorant is terrible.
Looking at Ronnie, my man got the motherfucking do-rag on and shit.
Let's talk about hair. Y'all ready to
miss
talk
my
about
hair too,
these
I ain't gonna
beards? Because y'all got
If I had hair, I wouldn't have a hat on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'd be like, yeah, my hair.
Y'all got beards though. Y'all liking the beard? Like,
I mean, that's the only thing I could do, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
don't grow up. Gotta let it grow down.
I was taking a while to think about it. I was like,
So if it don't grow up, you gotta let it grow down.
Yeah, facts.
y'all ain't want to talk about that, so I won't.
I mean, much to say. It's the same situation.
I ain't gonna lie. If something happened to
You
my
talk about
hair,
darkness. You don't want nobody to be doctors. You just brought darkness right
Oh,
there.
I did. I didn't mean.
Well, I actually said something, but
All right, I have a
Oh, y'all
scenario.
don't want to be both?
no. No, I don't want to be bald.
No, they
I didn't
don't.
choose his life.
Right now,
I did not
Just like it chose me.
Like chose me.
And they want it to be shaved. So it's a thing.
This
Nah,
life
man.
chose
who
me.
do you know? Who do
Blood
that?
in, blood out, baby.
So I thought bald was like a thing.
Bald in, bald out.
Nah.
No.
Some people like some.
Nah, you ain't back in the
Let
early
me tell you,
90s.
this man does not want to be bald. Okay, if he could do a man weave, I think he would.
I would never do no damn man with you.
You wouldn't do a man weave. Y'all not doing no man weave,
Hell, son.
even if they get better.
Hey, would you do the
Sorry.
extension?
I'm gonna tell you the type of nigga that do a
If
man
it's
weave.
not mine
Would you do
growing
the
out of my
would you do
head,
the
I don't
hair
know.
transplant?
I would do a surgery. Yeah,
You would do a surgery.
hey, that's
Yeah, I'll do
mine.
surgery.
That's mine.
Every time he sees somebody with waves
The top,
or
right?
the nice cut,
top, Ron.
He go. Yeah.
Yes.
Those are very. Yeah.
he goes into dag. I remember when I had hair.
I'm living my life vicariously through my son, man.
Man, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I'm like, hey, man, why don't you go ahead and braid his hair?
He's at my
We
dad.
decided we wasn't gonna cut our kids, our boys' hair.
Yeah.
None of their hair. We just gonna let it grow. Might put a little something on it. Fade it back a little bit. Little temple tape.
Yeah, man. My son got a natural mohawk, man.
Oh, that'll change.
Yeah, I know, but right now that's what it is.
Yeah.
But he get that shit braided at the top though.
Come on and bread.
All right, I'm gonna change the subject.
Let's talk about underwear with no pee hole. Like, why do they do that,
I
yo?
think it's gonna get in the way if you playing sports. See,
Oh, so maybe I bought some Calvin Klein underwears.
Them not for you.
I'm like,
You should not have bought those.
oh, these look nice,
First of
man.
all, Calvin Klein.
Who are they for? People without
those are
Johnsons?
model. Those are model. You not the model dude. You gotta.
But dog, that's
like,
hey, so what? So, I was built like Tyson Bedford. It would be like, all right.
you look like, how do you
But
feel
dog, but
about
now I have no
this?
pee hole. Ain't got no thing I can put my thing through, man.
I don't even use pee holes. I take my shit all the way down. I'm just sitting
In the public bathroom.
in public
That's that by his
bathroom.
ankle, yeah. That's an
white dude.
invitation, bro.
Hey, I work with this white
Wait,
dude that did
you
that
pull
shit.
your underwear down in the
inviting
public
y'all.
bathroom?
That's another guy
I
that's
just
inside of
take
him.
it over. I just take it over top. I just think it's safer that way. I
Okay.
just think it's safer that way. That's all. The pee
Just
hole,
to be clear,
you don't really know
you're
what's
not
going
pulling-
on with the pee hole. Like you can't.
As long as you don't pull them all the way down.
You're not.
That's what he does.
You're not. No, he said his
I just.
his buns are in.
Buns keeps his buttons in.
Buns keeps his buns
I
in.
keep my buns in.
Nah.
Unless I'm taking a shit. If I'm taking a shit,
I don't know if
completely
our
naked.
viewers know that Buns is real last name.
His last name is
They know
Buns.
now. Thank you.
Yeah,
Well, you did say Jay Buns, but I
Sorry.
guess they wouldn't have
No
known.
one knows.
no one knows.
You know what? It wasn't
Edit
fun
that
for,
out.
Psych.
Booty call.
on motherfucking
Belly.
belly. Yeah.
But nah is wrong
It's
because
buns.
it is booty call. It is a buns or booty call.
I mean, I don't remember the Buns name. What he called? What was that? Was Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, sure.
His name was Buns.
By the way,
Buns
Jamie
Buns.
Foxx is an incredibly talented MFer, dog.
Yeah, he
He
is.
is very underrated.
He's a very talented son of a bitch.
All right, guys, let me tell you about what pissed me off this. Not this week. When was that fight? When was that fight?
What fight?
Because I know we're a couple
Wilder
weeks ago.
joint.
Well, let's talk about that
About 3
too.
weeks ago.
God,
That's
dang.
okay. Let's talk
So this
about
has
my
been
mama
brewing
raised
in
a
my
baby-
heart for
baby
3
girl.
weeks.
Brouhaha.
3 weeks.
At least 2 weeks.
Let me tell you what happened, or 2 weeks. So he tells me, Justin tells me he's going to the fight,
Which
right?
he didn't do.
So
Which he left
hold
somebody
on.
outside
So he goes
waiting
You in
to
Vegas?
hold on. He goes to the a birthday party before that.
Oh, I know what
So
happened.
he tells me he's at a birthday party. Then he tells me he's coming back here and he's supposed to meet up with you to meet with Buns. None of that shit ever happened.
No.
Okay, so
None of it.
I can't get it. I'm calling him because there's this strange car outside.
Not
Because at
equally.
this point it's dark. I can't really see. I'm looking in the ring
That was your
camera. Yes. Turns out. So he calls me like
No.
he calls me like, hey, Justin was supposed to meet us here 30 minutes ago. We've been sitting out here. I'm like, okay, well, let me try to call him. I'm calling him. His phone is going straight to voicemail. And I'm like, okay. Now, mind you, this was a long period of time. So I didn't really trip.
He didn't have reception.
I didn't really trip until it was something Bun said that really.
He's at his girlfriend's house, all right?
No, it wasn't even that. It was something that
That's what she was thinking.
Bun said to me.
But
That's
when
not what I was
finally
thinking.
got
That made
when I got on the phone with her,
No.
trust me.
That's
when
not
I got
what I
on
was
the
thinking.
phone with her,
It's because I put a bug in her ear.
No,
or something.
he was like,
Yeah.
hey, this never really happens. Like, he always responds pretty quickly on the phone. So that's what he said that kind of made me trip. And I'm like, yeah, he does. He was like, well, are you worried? That
Now I
made
am.
me, yes. Now that made me flip.
but even
'Cause
still,
then
when
in
she
my
finally
head,
got me on the phone,
in my
who the
head,
fuck you with? What's her name?
no, I'm just like, when he gets,
Serious?
no, that's not what happened.
That shit.
That's not what
That's
happened. That's not what happened.
Listen to you.
That's not what happened. That's not what
It was
happened.
a Cambodian.
I'm a soothing soul. I could never talk like that.
That's not what happened. What I was most concerned about was being left on earth with this kid that you helped me make, and something didn't happen to your ass, and you're being irresponsible and not having a phone
That's
on
a
you,
stretch.
and no, it's not. This shit is happening to black people left and right.
You didn't have
Like,
service though.
I don't have the
I
modeling
didn't
type
know
body,
that.
so nobody want my organs, man.
You don't know. I don't know if you're on the side of the road. I don't know. It's so many things that go
Nigga be
through
like,
your
nah,
head.
I'm
I'm like,
good.
oh
Just didn't
shit.
know.
Like, he's not answering my phone calls. And then, I mean, very rarely, I'm like, he told me he was going out with coworkers. He never left a name. So I don't even know these people. First of all, he probably said a name of somebody who I don't know. It could have been any random
It's probably
name.
a new nigga he met.
No, it was a woman. It was a woman.
He met
But
2 days ago.
it was a
and
woman's birthday. Right. Knowing Justin,
how I
because
know
he
his
makes
name.
friends,
Yeah.
random friends,
Yeah.
just off a fly. So I'm like, who is this person? I have no way of
Are
getting
you
in
his
touch.
friend?
Oh, you talking about you threw him under the bus?
I have a problem with that incident from that entire night as well.
Because he was sitting outside.
Nigga, I thought it was very inconsiderate of
It
you
was.
to have
No,
somebody.
the place I
can't
party I went
finish.
to-
Oh, I can't
The
finish.
party
Back
I went
up.
to, it
Back
started,
up.
Oh,
it
is this
started
mic
late.
on?
It was at a restaurant.
Does that mic over talk this mic?
No, he just
Oh.
is drowning. We can't understand you.
I had an issue with. We can talk about that off the mic. Oh.
No, the issue is he was inconsiderate with
Yeah,
having
get
people
with you, though.
sit outside their house.
Talk about that off the mic.
I'm gonna get with you.
But then he was like, he didn't understand what the big deal was. But I wanted to know, is this a nigga thing? Because
No,
I
that's,
mean,
that's the ignorant nigga thing.
What's your question?
my question is, are y'all telling your spouses exactly where you? Because
told
one
her
thing
where I
I
was
know about
going.
my spouse
She
is he
loved
don't
walking
have,
birthday party.
he don't go nowhere without his phone being glued to his hand. Look at him. This is how he is, okay?
So you feel like
24/7 when he not
you
at
should
work.
always be able to reach him.
This nigga should always respond in an instant.
But he
First
said,
and
he,
foremost.
he said he ain't got no service.
Right.
had no reception.
What the fuck are you doing that
was
your phone
busy.
ain't glued to your hand like it is every other
didn't have
day?
no
Is
service.
the conversation
House.
is the conversation that fucking interesting
yeah,
that all of a
yeah.
sudden you don't have the fucking phone glued to your hand? That's what I'm saying.
So now I believe you about what you said. Now, I believe you. Now that I'm hearing this rant, so you're right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All I'm saying is
What was
he
you trying
don't
to
sit
tell
that phone down when I'm talking. So
Crazy.
this, he don't sit the phone down when I'm talking. So
If
what
you
the
didn't
fuck is
have
that?
service, I bet you would.
All right, let's hear Justin's point of view. What
First and
do you have to
foremost,
say?
for him, the party was at a restaurant, and I got there on time. And the motherfucker.
What you mean for me? You
Yeah, because I anticipated it was going to take a couple hours. That's what I said.
Okay.
The time I said. That jump didn't end until 11 o'clock. I ain't pay my bill until like 10:45, 10:50. I was supposed to be at the house at 10 o'clock. Right. You know what I'm saying? So on top of that,
9:30.
Whatever. But
you're right.
I left there. The party started at 8. Yeah, so I'm thinking 2 hours. That's a good enough time frame. I should be back. You know what I'm saying? It was only in Crofton. It wasn't like I was going to Baltimore. So then I went to what's that shit called?
Blackwater.
The Blackwall hit.
Blackwall hit.
By my joint.
Yeah, right over there by your joint. So
you passed him.
And what is your name?
I believe that he went to Blackwall hit.
But then I didn't have no reception in my. I couldn't even.
Put up, bad reception area.
I couldn't even put up ESPN or.
It's in the backwoods.
I couldn't pull up shit. So my phone was in my pocket, and then
just didn't
I already knew 2 people there. I knew the girl and her husband. So I wasn't gonna be up at the motherfucking jump. Just the rude ass nigga.
Well, then why were you there so long?
Because she wanted me to come.
Joey ran over
to stay for so long if you don't know.
And who is
we
this
started having a
person?
good time.
So the nigga who you know for your whole life, right? Hold on, the nigga that you knew for your whole life and had made plans with before to meet him, you didn't feel obligated to reach out.
I could, nigga.
Yes, you could have if you would have made a different decision. Your loyalty stood with those two randoms that you just fucking.
Right, I can't even tell you the name.
Your loyalty
I can't even tell you the name.
I've known her since 2000.
Where's your allegiance?
All I'm saying is, are y'all telling?
Bragged about that. Did you did y'all get that on camera?
Yes, this
This
2015.
about that.
Are y'all telling y'all? Do you leave your wife to worry about where you are, whether you're alive? Are you doing that to your significant other?
No.
Thank you.
Hold up.
I don't do that to her. She pretty much knows where I am.
She knew where I was at.
I had an idea of where
where
you
he
were.
was,
I
though.
didn't know what restaurant he was at the time. I didn't know any of that. I just know that he was
Y'all
going
talk
out
about
to.
this?
No, that's what I'm saying. He needs more details. It's too much shit going on
Here's
in the
thing
world.
For me, I don't like to tell anybody where I'm going. That's just me. Yeah. Not that I don't like. I just don't do it. I don't feel obligated to. But I talk to my wife so much that it comes up regardless. Like she knows where I'm gonna be just based on our conversations. It's gonna come up. She'll know. Oh, okay, this is what he got to do today. So he's at one of these places.
Okay.
Just in our regular conversation all the time.
And you will probably answer her call when she calls.
I never answer her calls. Think about what I do.
Well, if you're at work,
I'm
then
an
she
assassin,
knows.
By the way.
He's an assassin.
He's a metal.
He can't answer my cell phone calls either. But
I respond to her emails.
Yeah.
Or use a little G chat or something like that.
Do you tell him?
Tell him what?
Where you gonna be?
I do.
I knew that's where this was going.
I do.
See, I'm not married.
How does that come up if he don't care about where he gonna be? You just tell him.
I just tell him. I'll say, hey, I'm going over Jay Lynn's or wherever that was.
If you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where the hell Jay Lynn live at.
That's not the point.
Yes,
you
you
still
do.
know.
Hold on. So if y'all in the house on a Saturday, right, and Jackson's somewhere else, right, and he automatically just makes some plans. You like somebody hit you like, hey, you trying to go with me? To
Hey,
such
my
and
man,
such.
trying to do
And
this.
he like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna roll. You just don't say nothing to her. You just be like, I'll be back.
No.
He'll be like, I'm going out with this person, but I won't know where they're going.
Oh, you are
So
doing
Kiara,
too much. Do you ask?
I was just about to say, do you actually ask? You take initiative to ask
They
questions?
don't gotta ask us.
No.
That's because
Right.
We give the information.
Do
We
you
get
ask?
it right.
We not answering the
but we
question
also
that you
don't
ask.
care.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But we
I care
care
more
about
than
that
we
kind
do.
of stuff
So
because
ask.
if something happens to
So
you,
ask.
we need to know
We are not
where.
mind readers. Y'all need to ask
Yeah,
whatever you
not
want
But
to
you
know.
also should tell us where
Why?
you're going.
That's not our priority.
We don't care about that.
Because our thought processes don't work the same way.
If you end up in the ditch because something's happened, Lord forbid,
then we will be lost and you'll probably be taken.
And then we stand here we be sitting here looking dumb because we don't know those details.
Listen, if I end up in the ditch and I was supposed to be going to Blackwall Hitch and I told you I was going to Blackwall Hitch, I probably didn't make it to Blackwall Hitch if I'm in the fucking ditch.
Facts.
How the fuck you gonna
Well, at least I know, hey, I need to trace the route
way.
to Blackwall Hitch or drive that. Because I actually was going to do that. Because when he told me he was celebrating.
What I told you? She crazy, girl.
You got a good one, dog.
No, when he told me he was celebrating.
She's passionate.
You got a good one, dog.
In other words, she crazy.
Now I'm on her side. Now I'm on her side.
Crazy. That's crazy in love.
No. When he told me it was a coworker, he was like, yeah, she actually lives around here. I was like, oh, well, maybe if I drive around the neighborhood, I would see his car somewhere. That's why I thought that he was going to like a house party or something. No. It wasn't that I was looking for something. It was just
I've done it.
If he said that the person lives in the neighborhood, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll see his car. Not that I'm looking for him to catch him or anything. I'm just like, hey, you haven't answered your phone.
But if you did, that would be a bonus.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just wait? Like, if he don't come home, then legit something happened.
Scary.
How late am I supposed to wait before I
Oh, yes.
It was 11 o'clock when I called her.
That's late.
That's late.
Not that late, dog.
That's past my bedtime these days.
Was it a Saturday?
Yes.
Damn, man, that's late.
Come on, dog. Like, you being serious right now?
When's the last time you talked to him?
Let me tell you something.
Before he left.
Justin, you can't be the nigga who never admits anything.
8
Because
p.m.?
then you have no credibility.
Oh, wait a minute. 8
Oh, you
p.m.
gotta
He
give
talked
up
to
the
you at 8
dope.
p.m.
No, he left like
7:30
7. Yeah, he left like
7:30
7.
Please tell him.
You talked to him at 7.
When he
7:30
left the
something.
house. He left the house at 7:30.
And you were under the impression that he was going to
He was
dinner.
supposed to come back home. He never made it back home. This nigga
You
made
didn't
it
just
here.
assume he didn't go where he was going?
Yes. That's exactly what she assumed.
Why
No.
not?
No, I was.
That wasn't the plan.
See,
He
that's the
didn't
difference.
follow
We
the
don't
plan.
care enough
It was my fault.
about that.
It was actually my fault. Because when I came by looking for her, stirring up dissension.
He was supposed to
I came
been with
stirring up
him.
dissension
I see.
around, and then that was like, okay, dang, that does make sense.
Okay, that's not crazy on your behalf.
Nah,
Thank
It's
you.
like, oh snap! If he not with you, then what?
Then where is
I
he?
was slightly concerned too.
Because he wasn't answering his
Because he
calls
wasn't answering
either.
his
He
phone.
wasn't answering mine either.
Those don't.
Right.
Even if he don't.
And
answer
even
the
I
phone,
think you responded like,
those
"Oh, he's
calls
alive"
like that.
or something like that when he finally did respond.
And it was so irresponsible.
Thank
that I
you.
put it past him that he would do that some dumb shit like that on purpose.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
See what I'm
But he
saying?
didn't do anything.
He did.
No, he
did
didn't.
not
He had just
contact
talked
or
to her at
communicate.
7.
He just left the
7:30.
house at 7:30, but a lot of
7:30,
things can
This was 2.5
happen.
hours after.
A lot of
This
things
is what I'm
can.
saying. Hold on, y'all. Hear me out. Before he left the house, he was like, "I'm going here, and I might possibly go."
No, he
to the
didn't
fight."
say where he was going. He said he was going to
Told her I was
celebrate.
going to the fight.
Going, okay, so he's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Didn't ask him about details.
I
but
don't
he
know
said
where he's going.
somewhere. Okay.
But he told you that I was coming to pick him up.
Yeah.
And so he said, "I'm going here. I'll be back
To ride with him.
to ride with him." So this is what I'm saying. Had he not come here, you would have just assumed that he was with him.
Yeah.
Where they were. It wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He didn't do
That's why I
anything
said
wrong.
It was my fault.
He made you worry, but nobody did anything wrong.
Yeah,
That's the point I'm making.
it was my fault.
Y'all making it seem like he did something wrong. Nigga, I'm your defense.
What do you
attorney.
think?
I think more details should be given before you leave the house.
Thank
You
you.
should have
I
asked.
just think more details should be asked if you need them, and that's the truth.
Well,
if,
good
if you
Lord.
don't have the foresight to ask those questions, how do I have the foresight?
No,
to
I do
volunteer
have the
information?
foresight to ask
Oh, well,
them.
then just ask.
But I'm trying to give you a little bit of leeway without having to ask you a freaking dictionary worth of questions.
Okay, all right.
It's
Okay.
just
You don't
one
got no
question.
other, you
Where
don't got
are
no
you
problem
going?
asking me questions. Kid.
Nah, don't do
Oh,
that.
I don't have a problem asking questions.
No,
I ask
no.
questions for a living. Like, do you understand what I,
mean,
just
she be
told
getting
you?
like, what time you gonna be back? What time you gonna do it? What time?
And she's probably aware of that, which is why she says she's trying to give you leeway.
That's why I'm like, all right, I'm gonna relax a little bit, not really. But then that's what happens.
That's why I say this would be good if my wife was here. Because she would be able to give you her perspective.
Let me tell you. Well, not to make it personal to y'all. This
Cause you like, I
not to
don't
make the whole.
I say I'm going to hang out with so and so at the such and such. If I say at the such and such, if I say I'm about to go, me and Doja about to go hang out, she's gonna be like, "Oh, where y'all going?" I'm gonna be like, shit, I don't know. Or if I know where we're going, I'm gonna be like, man, we probably go to such and such. But if I don't know where we're going, I'll be like, shit, I don't know. We just gonna get up.
See, this is a problem, but it's not really a problem for me because I'm single. I'm used to doing and going and coming as I please.
Yeah.
So, in the idea of me entering a serious relationship, I'm fortunate enough to have somebody who understands that. But I do anticipate it being somewhat of an issue for me, and I just
you have kids.
Yeah.
I just know that, you know what I'm saying. So
I'm like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to find this kid a new pappy.
I feel like I say where I'm going, but if things change, I may.
Do you expect details when she goes?
if I ask them,
nah, if things change,
I only expect what I ask.
If she like, I'm going out with so and so, one of her friends or whatever, I might be like, oh, where y'all going? You know what I'm saying? Or I might be like, what's the occasion? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
What's the occasion is not a clarifying question.
Clearly. That's what I'm saying. That's all I asked. I think she said, all right, this so-and-so's birthday, or we just gonna get up, we ain't got up together, whatever.
Yeah.
That's that. That's the end of it. Whatever she does out there from the time that she leaves to the time that she comes back,
you don't know.
Gotta come home and hear the
I
story.
really could care less. Because either way, I'm expecting her to be out for a certain period of time and come back.
You just want to know what time.
If something is wrong,
I get invited.
What time you coming to get these kids?
No, if something is wrong, then I want her to reach out to me. But if ain't nothing wrong and plans change, I don't care.
But there are situations where people can't reach out because something is wrong and you just don't know. And maybe that's how my brain thinks, but it is so scary. And I feel that way every time I don't know where.
Nah, not that.
I don't care enough.
Nah.
I guess.
Nah, hold on.
I love her to death. I don't care to know.
Hold on, John.
Hey, we were going to park. But now we've changed our minds, and now we're going to. I don't care.
No. But if they were going to park,
with you coming back, shit, I don't care.
I get what you're saying.
Do you guys feel the same way?
I understand what you're saying. What I'm trying to say is, in Kiera's defense,
your butt started hurting, didn't it?
In Kiera's defense, it's just that, like when situations like, it was a perfect storm for her. Like the way I came in and I said this, and I said, oh, that thing really, whatever she said that I said made her think that way. Like it was on me. If it wasn't for me, then she would have been fine.
That's fine. I understand that.
But that may happen for you in a certain situation. There may be something that will trigger you.
I understand.
Nick, you could have watched a scary movie the night before.
No, I won't put that on her.
No, but I'm saying, okay, maybe you will, maybe you won't. But you can't affect. Sometimes you can't control the things that your mind thinks. Sometimes you have to talk yourself out of it.
Sometimes you have to say, hey, I'm being dumb right now.
Yes.
Let me not be dumb.
Until you're not, though.
I don't think I was being dumb.
See, that's the thing. I'm more of a rational thinker, and I'm surprised that you are defending her because you are a very rational thinker as well.
I'm not defending her.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about what I said I do? How I conduct myself?
That's exactly how I go about stuff.
That's all I need to know.
But see, my issue is
all y'all little text messages y'all was sending me. That shit didn't come through till I got to your uncle's house.
Got you.
You didn't do anything wrong.
No, but listen, I always get invited. So I have to know because, we're going here. So I was like, okay. Yeah, you should come.
So you know.
I'm a chill.
But if she just says I'm going out with my girlfriends or whatever, do you want to know her every move?
Karen want to know what time.
Okay,
she want me to predict what time I'm going to get home.
I'm going to tell you why it depends.
Please tell me why.
Okay,
what's wrong with
if I know I'm looking for,
I think that's
whoever I'm with,
man.
If I'm looking for her at a certain time,
if
we have plans,
I don't know.
No, y'all don't have any plans. She just says, you just say, hey, what you getting into tonight? I'm going out with my girlfriends. Do you want to know everywhere she's going that night?
The thing I want to know the most is when you got home safe.
That's it.
Yes, that's really.
Thank you.
Do you want to know exactly what time they come home?
Sometimes I do.
No, Kiera be wanting to know.
Yeah, if I need a break. So I work with kids. And I have a kid, and I know
if I had a wife who just wanted a baby, I wouldn't argue.
I just need a break sometimes, and Justin doesn't really understand that.
Yeah, I agree.
Working with kids and then coming home to your own kid is not work.
What's the difference between 1 and 4?
In
I
the
mean,
morning.
4 is super late.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
12
I'm just
o'clock
saying.
at night, 1 o'clock
is
at
why I'm
night,
single.
the
Midnight.
baby is most likely asleep. So what kind
What's
of
the
break do
difference
you really
between
need?
midnight and 2 o'clock in the morning?
I don't understand what.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna move on. So, I don't know if you guys have seen this topic, but it's been floating around the internet that 50% of women in relationships have a backup partner in mind. Dear men,
Hold up.
please note.
We wanted to talk about this now. I
No,
thought we voted to talk about this
we
when more
did,
women
but there's
were here.
another woman.
there's another woman
So
here.
now she feels, it's fine. We can go with it.
My bad.
Y'all don't want to roll with it?
Yeah,
I didn't even think about it like that. I just thought we scrapped it all together.
I didn't want to do it. I just thought it was. I wanted to wait on it too, but it's fine.
We can wait.
And that might want to give her opinion.
What do you?
I don't think.
Oh man.
You want to hear it?
What you say, Doja?
I want to hear somebody's opinion on it. Is that true, Antoinette?
Backup.
Look at Ronnie leaned all the way in. Let me see what you got.
Options. I think males have options too.
Nah, no,
Nah,
we're
it's
not
not
doing
like a
that.
No.
Because I think
We don't have
everybody
a backup
knows
plan.
that men have options. I
Right.
think we know that.
And I don't think it's a secret that women have them too.
Have a
Like,
backup
As
option.
a backup though, like if Ronnie don't work out,
I wouldn't call it a backup, but
Right,
I
right.
just think that we know that
gonna help me raise this.
you there's options.
Right,
I heard somebody say
No,
put it
but
perfectly.
the way the article put it is if you have somebody specific.
Well, it said 50%.
In
Oh,
mind.
I'm not
So
gonna say
Kiara
that
probably
all
had a
men
backup in her
have
home.
a specific
Kiara probably had a
backup.
backup.
Which means that
I
you
got a
may
specific
be
guy like
in
that don't work
one
out
way
here.
or
Yeah,
another.
did you have a backup?
No,
Have that person on a string, one
Yeah,
string
backup.
or another.
I'm pretty
Did
sure.
I have a backup?
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Wow.
I'm not
had a
going to
backup.
lie and say that I did when I didn't. I'm not gonna lie and say that I did when I didn't. I didn't have a backup. Why don't none of y'all niggas believe
No
me?
God watching.
Why
You
is it
sound like
laughing
you
so
telling the
hard, dog?
Because I'm
You
not
want
gonna
They
some-
acting
you
like
want
the
some-
article said 100%.
It doesn't.
It said 50.
It doesn't.
That means one of y'all.
You did.
That means
It's-
one of y'all.
One of y'all got
That
it.
means one of y'all.
And it seemed like her.
It's not.
Seriously,
Surprisingly,
though.
Oh, you trying to change the
No.
subject? Man. Look
So,
at that.
no, I'm reading the article. It says, surprisingly, some women said that their fallback partner was a friend of their current partner. But men...
Scandalous. Did I tell like Nick Dogg? You know, he died like 11 years ago today.
But men, we also have a piece of news that might calm your soul after reading details of this research.
Sounded
1 in
more
3
like a
women
Janabi,
said they doubt whether anything at all would materialize with Plan B. So you guys are in luck.
Women say stuff
That's
all the
not
time.
lucky.
Yeah, they ain't lucky at all.
Women
That's
say
dirty.
shit that they don't mean.
I ain't gonna
50%
lie.
of the shit women say is shit that they don't
I ain't
mean.
gonna lie, that first year of marriage, I was like,
Wow. That's honest though. That's honest.
True, though.
That first year of marriage ain't no joke, okay?
It was wild. I've grown to a point where I really don't care. Like,
Well, yeah.
I'm like, man, whatever's gonna happen,
It
it's gonna
happens.
happen. I could care less. I feel good about what we got going. If you want to mess that up,
Right.
you crazy.
Yeah.
And I really don't need to be around you. So
Hey, in my
I feel
eyes,
good.
in
I don't
my-
think my lady crazy like that. So I feel
Yeah.
good. So I don't really care no more. I really don't.
What about you, Buns? You single.
I would feel relieved.
What?
I'd be like, dog, thank God I'm not married to no hoe no more. I didn't know. And half the time you married to a hoe, you the only one who don't know. So I'm like,
That's a fact.
I was like, well, thank God.
Every time when you dating a hoe, you don't
Exactly.
really know.
Exactly.
Everybody else do, but you be the
So
only
I was
one.
like, well, thank God I'm no longer under that umbrella. I feel free.
That's a blessing to be out of that.
I tell you.
Yeah.
The quicker I know, the better. It's fine. I feel better. I will.
So do you think because she was eyeing one of your homies that she's a hoe? Because that's her backup plan?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. He's a hoe, bro. That's it. Like,
Yeah, all the way. Yeah.
What about y'all? Did y'all have backup plans in mind? Yeah, cricket. Cricket. Y'all are the lie and the truth ain't in
all
you.
right, so I'm gonna say because I'm not married, so it's probably easy for me to speak on this. I've had several plans.
Okay.
I've had several plans.
You're not married though, so you're fine.
But I don't have any plans. I only have one plan.
We don't have to talk about your current situation or currently where you are right now.
He's single.
Today.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm talking about you, nigga. You don't have to say currently. I'm saying it could have been. I don't know. You guys got together when you were 10,
I feel
but
like in his situation,
Did you
he had no backup.
did you have a backup plan at 10?
What Anthony said is valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you expect the other person to have something? Yeah. There was a time where you weren't in their life.
Okay.
But as time progresses, you should not have those options.
They dwindle. They disappear, fade away.
That's
well, early on, you know what I'm saying? And even up to a certain point, if y'all not married, y'all just dating or what have you, and y'all, growing closer, but you still got options.
Yeah.
That's everybody does typically. So
and this is why guys are always weary of women's guy friends. Just so
that's
y'all
a
know.
fact.
Just
As
so
women would probably be weary.
And
the article said the women's was.
And the other thing y'all need to know is niggas scheme. Niggas be listen. For a long time, there's niggas out here that got 5-year plans for you, and you don't even know it. You just think that they're your friends.
Too, though.
Women do.
Nah, women do too.
Okay.
They just go about it a little bit different.
More clever too on their behalf.
It's not as blatant most of the time.
I'm just saying, guys are naturally hunters, and so if they gotta go all around the bush, through the tree, and whatever, that's the plan that they made. They're gonna stick to it.
But women know how to put themselves in a position to be hunted. You know what I'm saying?
They do. They know how to.
Oh, I'm just out here.
They know how
it's
to pounce on that
lunchtime.
thing too. They know how to pounce on that
Anybody can
thing.
get me.
They know how to pounce on that thing right when at the right moment too, bro.
You be I got one. She be like, no, I got one.
You sure did. You sure did. Yeah, well, that's true. I never thought about it that way.
Man, what?
I never thought about it from the women's point of view.
I learned that as a child.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I'm on the prowl. And you catch it in that joint like, nigga, I just caught you.
Right.
You like that.
Oh,
I'm
in the mix.
I guess
I
I
thought I
am
was
your
mixing
boyfriend
you.
now.
Right.
The third grade love.
Nah, for real.
Oh.
I think that's interesting though. It's also a double standard because that article would be shit if it said men. Like no one would care. Everyone would assume that
Men already.
Let me ask y'all this though. What's wrong with a double standard? Nothing. It's two people. It's a man and a woman, two different people. That's a double.
I agree with y'all.
There's nothing
Different
wrong
for
with a
men and
double
it's different
standard.
for women.
I think people should embrace double standards more.
Yeah,
I think we
that's
should go
a
on
natural occurrence.
I think we should go on the crusade of embracing double standards.
Well, I don't think men have a problem. I don't think generally men are the ones who have problems with double standards.
No, women do.
Some men do too.
It's the women.
Oh, you can be a hoe. But I
Generally-
can't. No, you can't be a hoe.
You can't.
That's
My
not
man
cool.
said no.
No, you can't be a hoe.
No, you FDHB.
That can't happen.
Is that right?
All right. So how did you guys know that your woman?
What is this? The relationship?
This is the relationship ever.
Come on. I want to talk about something else.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to talk.
You know what?
Go ahead, man.
That's strike two, Kiara. You working on number 3, all right?
Listen, I got a whole list of stuff over here. Where are we going next with this?
I'm curious too about that question though, but we could peg that.
How'd you know the one was the one? That one?
How did you know?
I want my lady to be here for that one.
Oh, okay.
I want to get some points on
Yeah.
that.
You know what? People let the baby stay where they at.
Man, that joke finesse. You hear me? Finessing on that.
All right, y'all want to talk ratchet? ratchets this week.
Happy what we been doing?
Men don't like that. Men don't like that though.
We ain't been.
Men don't like what?
Ratchet.
What you got in mind?
I'm talking about the baby.
Are you eating?
I'm sorry. I am.
Are you really sorry?
She
No.
said
This is another one of those.
This is the ratchet episode.
I guess it's appropriate, right?
No, the baby slapped a woman.
The baby. Oh, the baby.
The
Did
baby.
you get arrested for that?
What's the baby song? I don't know his song.
They don't worry. We know who
I
he
need
is.
some shit with some bop in it. That jump.
Yeah.
Give me some shit with some. Yeah. Baby. I don't know any of his music. And you guys aren't doing a good job of.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Jogging
Whoever
my-
that did a good job.
The baby slaps this.
Another fan.
Another. I didn't know that he slapped somebody already.
Because he hit somebody in a hotel who. This was right. I was watching TMZ. My mom watches TMZ, by the way, just so y'all know.
That's the news, bruh.
TMZ. She was watching TMZ. The baby hit somebody. Some dude was taking a picture of him, or trying to take a picture of him in a hotel, and I guess his kid was with him. And he was trying to tell the dude, "Hey, look, man, my kid's with me. Like, don't do this because all you're gonna do is post this, and you're gonna let people know where I am
with my kid.
That might cause some smoke that I don't need with my child around." And the dude wasn't listening. He just kept taking pictures. So he like,
yeah, I didn't know that was the.
Yeah.
Well, that might be a legit reason to slap somebody. I don't know. I don't know. But this is a female. Her name is Tyronisha. Laws.
All right.
And she is seeking $30,000 in damages.
That's it?
That's it. I'd have went way higher. Please slap me.
She must
Please.
still like him.
Hold on now.
Please
You want a little
slap
something to pay her bills.
me.
That's all. A little something to pay
So
her bills.
they'll probably settle for 10, 5, 10.
She might get the whole 30. Shit.
30 isn't that much.
She'd probably settle for 15 in his number.
That was a slap
depends on what she look like.
around the world. Well, this is what she looks
according
like.
to
She
Bun.
said she had a
Oh yeah.
contusion.
Definitely ain't getting
What
this
she
number.
look like? What she look like?
Why did he slap her?
This is her.
She tried to do something. What'd she do to him?
She tried to take a picture of him. There's a video floating around the internet.
So no one can
What's
take
the
pictures?
Was she
significance?
being super aggressive?
Well, they
or
said that when she was taking the picture, she might have hit him. I saw the
something?
video.
Oh, it was a reaction.
I didn't see her hit him.
What's wrong with you?
But
What the hell?
he got some
What are you
good
talking about
lawyers
then?
because it was a
Me?
girl in the
It was
crowd.
a dude.
Oh, this is before.
This
the first one.
This the
Oh, that's not this one.
That's
okay.
not this one.
Oh,
This
right.
one
The girl he hit was in the
That's why I
crowd,
said again.
and his attorneys are like, "Well, this girl, Tyronisha, isn't really the girl that he slapped. Apparently, there are a bunch of girls
that's the road
who are
that he's
coming.
going. Oh.
Yeah, apparently there are other girls who are coming forward saying I was the girl he slapped.
Oh, wow.
Everyone wants to be the
Everybody was
Malcolm X.
Which is obviously
he slapped me.
but that's good for him though, because that's gonna
Well, that's what
discredit.
the attorneys.
Yeah, that's gonna discredit the girl's story.
Yeah.
And she might be the one he smacked.
Damn, dog. That's good. That's smart on his
That's
part.
very smart on
I'd
that.
be like, hey,
The
let's
complaint
go.
cites
Say he's
injuries
not-
about her face and head,
No, you're
as
good
well
for it.
as extreme mental and emotional distress.
How hard did he smack?
Extreme.
He smacked her. I'm trying to find the video, but
It's on video.
yeah,
Back here.
but the video is not close. The video is not close at all.
Oh, okay. He'll be all right with that.
Why is this man striking people?
Yeah.
He needs
Especially
he needs
a
better
female.
bodyguards for sure.
His bodyguard. Was
He had
around.
bodyguards in front of him.
I said he
Before his
needs
bodyguards
better
do.
bodyguards for sure.
Yeah, his bodyguard.
Nobody should be getting close enough to do anything. He shouldn't be close enough to smack nobody.
Yeah.
What the girl do to him that for him to want to
Because
smack
in the joint, the other joint.
He said hit her with a phone or something. Hit him in the face with the phone.
Oh, he reacting. He was also.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, you know, some people don't separate the two. If they feel like
they
whoever
gotta
does
be
me
there,
wrong and
and
they
they got
deserve to be
assaulted.
hit,
Right.
I don't care if it's a man
So
or a
here's
woman.
the
they don't
video.
separate it.
I understand.
Some
that.
people don't.
But I don't.
Some people
understand
don't.
it.
I'm gonna pass this around, but here's the video. That's him in the red. I don't know. Did it refresh?
Maybe we can edit that footage in.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Ooh, that was a hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Put it
Oh,
right
it's Super
there.
Soccer?
Yeah.
It's about to start over.
That man was swung hard from what I saw.
I ain't gonna lie. I look at men and women different, so I would never strike a woman the way I would strike a dude.
You would strike a woman?
That was forced.
You would shake the shit out of her, though, right?
I don't know if I would be in a situation where I would have to.
Though.
He might have been.
I think it looked like he was trying to smack the phone out of her hand and not her.
Well, he shouldn't have smacked anything, especially when you're a millionaire. You just take that L and hold on to your millions.
That was a lot.
That was a forceful. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and she probably just took it. Oh, I'm just trying to get some money out of it.
Yeah, you can tell that he was angry.
Let me see. Oh, she shined the light all in his face.
Yeah.
He was like, man, what you doing?
He probably tried to smack
Why
the
though?
phone.
Why did you feel like that? You're a star.
I would have done the same
You
thing.
should expect that.
You
You like, man, I don't care about
I'd smack
that.
the
Treat me
phone
like a
out of
regular
her.
person.
I'd have tried to smack the
That's
phone.
probably maybe that's how he feel.
That was a lot.
Maybe that's how he feel though. Maybe he feel like it don't matter if I'm a star. You should still use the same
So to answer your
rules
question,
of engagement.
So to answer your question about the situation, Kiera, although I would have done it, I'm not him.
You would have smacked the girl?
Well, you know, there's a saying that goes around. Old people say, "To whom much is given, much is required." And like they're saying, in his status and where he is, he should know better. He should understand that he can't react like a regular civilian or whatever.
Right. For sure.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
That's just that's just what it is. It's unfortunate, but you get paid much more money than most people to bite bullets.
Like that.
So
He
just
could
bite
be,
it.
but he might not be.
You know what I'm saying?
He seemed like he was.
Yeah, he looked like he was a little high-headed with that.
Yeah, he seemed like he might.
He seemed like he a hot head though.
Yeah, he does.
But he talked
I
about
don't know what his past is like, man. He might. Shit, that might be a product of his environment. Sometimes it be that way.
You know, one thing I'm going into, I might be going into a forced fast because there's nothing in the grocery stores. But, you know, Justin and I had this 5-day water fast.
Yeah, how did that go?
It was cool. We
Tell
lost.
us about your experiences with the 5
I'm interested.
Thank you. Yes. I've been waiting. So I actually lost 14 pounds.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna clap at this moment. That's huge. Dog.
Thank you.
That's what's up. I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Is it still gone?
No. No, but I'm not back to where
Hey, how much have you lost now?
Now I think I've gained 5 back.
That's still good.
So 9 pounds right now. You
10
had 9
pounds.
pounds.
You
You
can
lost.
say 10 pounds.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No. So 5 days of just water. And you know what? I realized it was easier than I thought.
That was some survival stuff.
No, it was easier than I thought. Well, granted, I was on a break, so I didn't have to work, which is why I think since we're on this corona quarantine thing that this is a perfect time to do it.
Actually, it is because it
Have
boosts your
any-
immune system.
I feel like that would be
What boosts your
harder.
immune system?
Fast.
Not
It
going
was-
to work because I got everything I want at home.
No, because when you're at home, I don't know what it is about work. If I miss a meal at work, I'm starving. Like, I just can't
Really?
even make it.
Nah,
If I miss a meal at work, I'm like, oh my gosh. And maybe it's because I have to be on my feet and active.
Nah, at work for me is rough because everybody around me bringing in food, warming something in the microwave,
Smell good. You got to
all
smell
that
everything.
type of shit.
Right,
Somebody
right,
want to
right.
bring in some donuts.
But
Hey,
at home,
and I
you
don't
can
even
have
like
all that.
donuts. I don't even like donuts, but then them just be
It
sitting
smell
there.
good up in there though.
Like, oh damn, for real, had the Krispy Kreme Jones, huh?
Damn.
So the first day,
What are you doing? Looking up something?
no, yeah. I actually journaled. I'm not going to read y'all the journal.
Wait, read about it.
But,
Day 3 that's when the shit starts, literally and figuratively.
Oh.
no, the
During the
hardest
fast?
part I would
Yeah.
say was cooking for Jackson.
Oh, 'cause he
And
gotta eat.
yes,
Yeah.
cooking for Jackson and not
Baby.
eating the food.
The baby.
So
baby.
yeah.
He was up in that joint like Martin or something.
And I will say
She couldn't taste nothing.
So he was over that general like
I was
I don't want to eat this shit, but you know, in baby talk.
Oh,
It was
but you
horrible.
couldn't taste it to see how horrible
I
it was.
couldn't taste it, and the
Dang.
food wasn't.
Oh, you make his food?
I was making him like a hand mashed potatoes for him, and he was
man,
like,
you're a great
he
mother.
was not eating.
didn't season nothing.
Wow. I don't. That's not common.
I was
didn't wanna-
afraid to season it
She didn't
because
wanna
It was
overseason.
odd because she was doing all of this.
I didn't want to over season it. I didn't want to over season this. I didn't want to put too
He
much.
ain't eat a drop of it.
That nigga was like,
No,
He did.
disgusting.
He did not.
You trying to feed me this? Did you taste it?
He'd take it.
And it smelled so good, and I couldn't
well,
even.
'cause you
That was
didn't
the
have
hardest part.
nothing.
The good thing is he still went to daycare during that, so I only had to feed him once a day.
Okay.
But it was tough. That was the toughest part. And then we did Monday through Friday. Thursday was the hardest just because we were almost at the finish line, and it's like we might as well just go ahead and do, by Thursday. But surprisingly,
Friday evening. What are you talking about?
Friday evening, yes. I was never.
Taking a day away from us and shit, man.
I said Monday through Friday.
I don't think it matters. 5 days.
Thursday.
Everybody know 5 days.
But yeah, that was the
personally
hardest
was
part.
confused.
I was actually never.
She definitely said Thursday.
Sorry.
Thursday, we kind of threw in the towel. Hold up, man.
I personally was confused.
It was
But
Friday.
I will say that I was never hungry. I was never I
I was
thought
hungry as
my
shit.
stomach
it
would
was
be
lust-
rumbling.
It was lusting for food, not really.
Absolutely,
That's exactly what it is.
Wow.
The lust for
absolutely.
food.
It's the
And when you
taste.
deprive yourself of food, when you deprive yourself of anything, the lust intensifies.
I was never hungry. Like, oh my goodness,
That's a
I never.
fact.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
Let
a
me tell
big
you.
fact.
That's why you should fast from
When
everything.
women are the horniest. Wait, what?
That's why you should fast from everything. Every so often, you should fast for everything.
No, seriously.
Real shit.
No, I know. Oh, I know. I believe you. But you know what they say, like the strongest urge in terms of humans that we face ever is hunger. They say if you can control your hunger, you can control your appetite.
Anything.
You can control anything, dog. You got mind power over deep.
That's fact, but that's why Christ fasted.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was even tempted to eat when he was fasting.
Dang, that's
He
crazy.
was
Putting
tempted
that
to do
together
stuff.
too. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But fasting is so vicious.
I will say by the third day, my mind had just it just felt like I would wake up and feel like I was floating. I'm not lying.
What you mean float?
Like you just feel like you can see clearly. Your thinking is clear.
Check
And
this
this
out,
is
though.
from the fast.
Based on what
Yeah.
you just said about Jesus, think about this, right? For the non-believers out there, right? Even if you don't think that that's true, the fact that somebody thought about that concept and put it in there says something as well. Even if that's not true, that's just something that somebody put in there.
You're saying it's made up.
If you think it's made up,
If it's a
something to
make
it.
believe type
There's
of
something
thing.
to it.
even still, the fact that somebody is fasting as a way of healing and just overall
Right. It's something to it.
better well-being, there's something to that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, because why put that in there?
Yeah.
As profound as fasting can be,
In the words of currency.
somebody put that in there on purpose.
Yeah.
If it's not real,
Well, I mean, some
If
people
what's
think the
not
earth is
real?
a flat.
if you think that the events that occurred in the Bible did not actually happen,
Oh,
because there's some people that do,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people who do.
and there's some people that don't.
Hey, I got something that we should talk about for the next topic.
What's that?
Not today. Don't we ain't talk about today, but for the next one, flat earthers.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we can talk about that. I'm not no
This has
scientist.
been another episode of How Do We Get Here?
Time to go.
I'm your girl Kiki the dog. Oh, yeah, we not signing off?
Okay, if you want to,
Have we signed off
we've
before?
never signed off.
We should sign off.
Hey, but before we go, please like, share, subscribe, the whole nine.
How did we get here?
We on
Even if
what's
y'all
our
doing,
handles?
even if y'all talking shit,
At-
just say something.
At How Did We Get
Any
Here?
feed-
Is that the
any
name of the
feedback
joint,
y'all
or
can
like
give.
what's on Instagram?
At H underscore W
D
D.
W underscore
It's a terrible handle.
underscore
At H underscore D.
That is horrible.
It's horrible. We
We're
need to change
We're
that.
probably have to edit
We're
that.
gonna, we're gonna come with a new one.
Damn,
But look for
it
that
is,
one.
yo. It is that. That's
It
what
is.
it is.
What?
At H underscore D.
Just follow us though. It's all good.
I'm trying to make it
Find
into a
us.
song. H underscore.
Don't do that
Oh,
right now.
no.
Do it off the microphone.
Oh, okay.
We out.
All
Follow us. Like us. We're on YouTube.
H
everywhere.
underscore D underscore W
SoundCloud.
underscore
Where else
G
we at?
underscore H.
YouTube.
iTunes.
YouTube. Oh, now y'all want my
Also-
air horn.
Make sure y'all stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Corona Mary and wipe your ass because I know y'all got all the toilet paper.
No, seriously, all y'all stole all the toilet paper.
That's a fact.
There's no excuses. There's no excuses.
Y'all be walking around stinging up chairs.
You got all the milk too. You shouldn't be hungry because you got all the bread.
And they got all the meat.
There's gonna be a lot of babies being born in December too.
No bullshit.
Coronisha.
Coronisha.
Corona Lachey virus.
We out.